Dear students, you are welcome to my online teaching classes. I am Shishpal Chauhan and I am going to explain the project work for summer vacation, how to complete your project works. I am going to explain for the students of class 10 as to how they are going to complete their summer vacation homework that is given in the format of project works. So, dear students, first of all, you must read this note. In this note, you are advised to make single file containing ruled paper. Lined paper means ruled papers to write on them your reports made in the surveys mentioned below. So you may take plain papers in the beginning, 4 or 5 plain papers. Then when you are going to write the reports on your project, then you will use only ruled paper. All right, so that you may write in a very good handwriting on the lines. And another advice to you is that you must use only one file for all these 3 or 4 project works. So do not make separate files. Put all the reports in your single file. Okay, it will be very convenient for you and cheaper also. No class notebook should be used for this task. Okay, so let me give you example of one project work that is from the chapter A Letter to God, and this is from your first flight book and chapter 1. Activity is that make a study from the farmers of the nearby fields of your village or city about the crops they grow in their fields. You are to visit a village nearby your city, or if you are living in a village, then it's beneficial for you. You will have the advantage of living in a village. You just ask the farmers of your village and ask them which crops they are growing in their fields during Kharif or Rabi, during winter season or during summer season and rainy season. Okay, you just get the list of the crops. You may write them in your project also. And after getting a list of crops which are grown during these 2 seasons, you may ask them which crops are vulnerable to the changes in the weather conditions. You may just ask them which crops are usually damaged and when there are changes in weather. They will tell you about the very delicate, very vulnerable crops. Those are very delicate. They cannot withstand weather conditions. And those crops like sunflower, very delicate crops, you will come to know so many other crops. Also make a report in about 150 words on the general problems faced by these farmers due to weather conditions. When their crops are damaged, then many farmers suffer a lot. Many farmers have to face difficulty because financial loss is there. Usually they get advanced money in the form of loan from their artis, from their commission agents, and when their crops are damaged, they are unable to return that loan money to their commission agents. In that case, they become very depressed. Sometimes very bad consequences they have to face. So you will talk about them and you will ask them what difficulties they usually face when their crops are damaged. You may put question to them whether they are getting any financial aid from the government easily or not. Do they feel some difficulty while getting the financial aid? You may cover all these points in your report. And this is the format. On page 1, you will write this project work in bold letters. General problems faced by farmers due to weather condition. This will be the topic. Then you will write subject, English literature. Committed to, you will put here the name of your teacher. After that, prepared by, name of the student, you will put your name. Date of submission, suppose you submit your file on July 2, you will write July 2, 2023. Page number 2 will be acknowledgements. You will write acknowledgements here. Your acknowledgement is a way of giving credits to the people who have helped you in making your project. Here you are thanking those people. This is the sample. You may change it according to your own ideas. I express my thanks to all the farmers who cooperated with me to make my project complete. And I am highly obliged to my parents also, who helped me gather the required information on the topic. So in a way, on page 2, you are going to thank all the people who helped you complete your project report. At the end, you will write your name and you will put your signature here. After that, there will be a page having contents. All these contents are given in points, and you are going to write about these contents in your following pages. This may be your page 3, then page 4, page 5, page 6, and page 7. So there may be 7 pages in all. Some picture gathered by you will be pasted on page 3. You may take the help of internet also. You may find out some pictures of damaged crops which are damaged in rains, floods, storm, or hailstones. On page 4, you will write the names of all the farmers you met. On page 5, you will write the input given by those farmers. Whatever they talk to you, you will write here in short. You will write the names of the crops you ask them. Those are usually damaged by bad weather conditions. You may make a list of those crops here. On page number 6, you may write how farmers feel difficulty to pay the debts taken from the artists, or you may call them commission agents and the governments. And you may also talk about if the government is providing them sufficient help in an easy way or not. After that, on page number 7, you will make a consolidated report within 150 words. You will make a summary of all these points, and in this way after that, on page number 7, you will make a consolidated report in 150 words. You will make a summary of all these points, and in this way your report will be made. And on page number 8, you may add some value points also. What will be the advantage of benefit of making such a report? Value points you may write down on page number 8. So in this way, you are getting value point of meeting the people, socializing with people, and you come to know about the difficulties faced by the farmers. Some sympathy will also be created in you when you meet some farmers who are in miserable conditions. You will visit their houses. You will see that they are living in poverty and they are not fulfilling their basic needs by doing farming work. So in a way, you can appeal to government also to be sympathetic to farmers because they live in virtual misery. Alright, in this way you can complete this project number 1. And the project number 2, you just write a report. Input is given here. Suppose you visited a hill station recently and saw snow-covered mountain peaks and played there with your friends or your siblings with the balls of snow throwing on one another. This is a usual experience by students when they visit any hill station. They see mountain peaks covered with white snow, and sometimes they go to Kufri also. Everything is covered with snow, and they play in the snow-covered peaks of mountains with snowballs. You may write about your experience here. 120 to 140 words, okay? Then another activity is from A Triumph of Surgery. The name of the book is Footprints Without Feet, Chapter 1. Project Activity 3. People keep birds and animals as pets, but many a time they fail to provide to their pets proper care. There is a law against keeping birds and animals in captivity. You have got this input that in your neighborhood you may find some people who are keeping parrots and other birds as pets, and you may visit a nearby village also, or you may find out from internet also how people keep their pets in cages, and this is against law according to the law, no one can keep wild animals and birds cages. So you may mention that law in your report, and you can make your own conclusions in 120 to 140 words. Okay, so it's very easy topic. You may visit from here and there how people are keeping pets in cages, and sometimes they are using pets for their livelihood. Make a survey by socializing with people and draw your own conclusions, how you feel and think on the issue discussed above. So, dear students, this is all about project work, and the second part is concerning learning and understanding. All the lessons, and you will learn and understand all the question answers on the chapters A Letter to God, From Dust of Snow. You will prepare stanzas for comprehension. A Triumph of Surgery, the thief story. Go through all the main passages for comprehension from the poem and from A Letter to God, the thief story and Triumph of Surgery, and even add Nelson Mandela also if you can get the material on Nelson Mandela. All right, you are advised to go through all the main passages for comprehension from these chapters covered here. Thank you very much. If you have any difficulty, you may write in comment box. I'll solve your difficulty. Thank you very much for joining, and keep liking, sharing my videos with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.